compound. See some tigers, maybe some peas. Good morning. Good morning, fleabees. How are you? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Bonnie boo. Bonnie. Mum. You coming down to say hi? Ooh. Hi, baby. Look at you. Ooh. Hi. What a good girl. What a good girl. Oh goodness. What's your name? Over. Oh my. You don't look like these other ones. These other kitties. You're gonna throw water at me. Well, it's okay, because my phone is actually water resistant, so it's fine. Actually, no. Yeah, Rachel is here. Rachel, care curator, hard at work. I mean, I would help her, but I think that would probably not be the best utilization of my very specific skill set. So, you know, someone has to undertake the difficult task of documenting and archiving the facility. And by God, I'm just brave enough to do it. She's like, go away and shut up. Oh, but yeah, just periodically having to go around and clean the puels. The puels. Yeah. He's Mr. Man. He's Mr. Man. Oh, more kitties. More kitties. Look at that. Miss Girly Pants over here. Wait, light. Sometimes we'll get closer. Light. Light. Focus. Light levels. Ah! Come on, you stupid piece of magical technology that has forever changed my life. Oh, why are you so frustrating? Piece of amazing, like, literally borderline magic. Ugh. Piece of equipment that I have no idea how the individual components work. I'm gonna get frustrated at you. Sleepy kitties. Midday. It's midday. Hello, all you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. It is the Tuesday edition of the cast. And we're going to go around and see some cute kitties. Like this little guy right here. Like Mr. Volvol. Like Mr. Volpants. Yeah. And Nado's like, I'm cute too. I has cute too. Oh. Nice day, good temperature, happy cats, green grass. Gotta mow. That's the thing. It's like when the compound's green, it's really nice. It looks beautiful. There's a lot more shade around, and it's just the air's good. But then it's just like, hey, you gotta mow it. Yeah, there's always something. Always something. Isn't that right, bud? Isn't that right? I was going around and do some waters earlier, and I don't know what made me think about this, but I was thinking about a thing that happened. It was on it's on my Facebook page, not my BigCatDerek Facebook, but my actual, like, the one that I'm just connected to, like, people, like acquaintances, friends, and family, and people that I actually know outside of the internet. One of my old coworkers, and this was hilarious. One of my old coworkers was watching Jeopardy, and this was months ago. that this happened. And I don't know what made me think about it again. But one of my old coworkers, there was a contestant, he was watching Jeopardy, and there was a contestant on Jeopardy. There was a contestant on Jeopardy that looked alarmingly like me, except like a lot chubbier. He's just a chubbier me. And he, of course, my old he knew it wasn't me. But then he posts on my wall, "Hi, buds. Hi, Mr. Mans." He posts on my wall like, "Hey, Derek, doing really good on Jeopardy today. It's awesome. You're winning." And then, like, I just kind of, like, respond back like, "Oh, yeah." Like, and we were just kind of being cheeky, you know, wink at the camera type stuff. And I was like, "Yeah, you know, I was answering some of those questions. It was pretty hard, you know, I got some of the bonus round stuff, you know, the Daily Double." I was just kind of going along with the joke. Then some of my old, like, people that I used to be like friends, you know, just acquaintance, friend type people, kind of ran in the same circles, so like not exceptionally close, but you used to be like on friendly acquaintance good terms back in the day, like middle school and stuff like that. You know, since lost touch since then, but we still keep track of each other on Facebook. They start commenting on it, like, unironically, for real. And, like, they start saying just like, "Oh my gosh, what episode? I'm gonna record this. Derek, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you." And then one of them even said, like, "You finally made it." What? I finally made it. Finally. Man. Having like over 1 million followers on social media and being a Shorty Awards finalist and doing all this really amazing stuff and working at this and being recognized at places. Nope. That didn't matter. No. Being on Jeopardy, that's what matters. Like, you have not achieved, you know, like notoriety until Alex Trebek says so. Oh, but even then, I didn't break the character. I didn't break the joke. And like, I even was responding back to them like as if it was real. I'm like, "Yeah, oh, thanks a lot. You know, I was working real hard. I was studying a lot. I had a lot of encyclopedias, and I was like reading almanacs and stuff." Oh no, you finally made it. Oh, I finally made it. Man, my appearance on Jeopardy. I'm a star. That just, yeah. I was tickled. Let's see if I can, I'm going to see if I can try to find that. Again, it was posted on my wall months ago. So I'll see if I can try to find that picture. You'll laugh. If you see the picture of the guy, and you'll see it and you'll be like, it kind of does actually look a little bit like him. You know, except, yeah, it's chubby Derek. And it's funny. Oh. Pride Strong week-long results. They are out. Took a long time to crunch all the numbers together. But that's, of course, because what we're dealing with, we are trying to take a complex set of data and compress it and then display it in a way that it's cohesive, it creates, it paints a representative picture. It captures what the event is, and then we're also really trying to go through and, yeah, it's really interesting because I didn't, you know, working with the folks, Emily and Melanie and Jeff, which are the Pride Strong squad, the Pride Strong team. They really are teaching me a lot as far as just, you know, data analytics and going through that process. And it's very interesting. but the results are up. The results are up. You can go see some of the presentations. It's posted on like Facebook, BigCatDerek, or True Pride Strong on Facebook. You can also go to pridestrong.com, and you can see the latest results from the Pride Strong week-long that took place second week of January. And actually, why don't we just do this? I'm going to go ahead and just take a moment, pause this video. We'll go through some of the results. I'll try to be fast. But now. Okay, during the Pride Strong week-long, 22 people volunteered 100 hours towards 14 organizations and directly aided 186 animals. The vast majority of participants were women, particularly women in their 20s. And only 6.8% of participants were dudes. Come on, guys, you gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. These were the types of organizations that people went out and helped. You can see that there's one exotic animal sanctuary. I wonder which one that one was. Here are the specific numbers and types of animals directly aided. There were 102 house meows, and strangely enough, more big cats than dogs. Here's some of the stuff that people did. They played with animals, they helped to socialize them, they exercised them. Good stuff. Distance dots. Ooh, here's where some of the numbers get big. 1,500 pounds of materials transported, 1,200 pounds of food fed, and over 280,000 square feet of space used by animals were cleaned. Administrative tasks, boo. Hey, this stuff is important. Glad people got out there and did it. And here we see the financial benefits of volunteerism. Over the course of the Pride Strong week-long, the 22 members performed work valued at thousands of dollars. And here are some of the qualitative reasons that people had for volunteering with their respective organizations. They cited things such as values of the organization, being a part of the Pride Strong movement, their love of animals. Awesome stuff from awesome people. And here are some volunteer narratives. It's a wall of text. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but if you want to pause it and take a look at it, go right ahead. But for now, we're going to move on with the webcast. Hey, how was it? Yeah, there we go. That literally, I know, movie magic, right? Edits, fantastic. How does he do these things? But yeah, that was, I mean, I'm so proud. I'm so proud of all of the people who participated. You folks are heroes. And this is also another thing. We had less participants in this Pride Strong week-long than the last one. But one thing I will say also, it was in the second week of January, which is it's a lull time of the year. And I've known this, working here at CARE. Look at Miss Layla. She's like, stop talking about that stuff. Please pay attention to me. Please pay attention to me. I did kind of intentionally choose that time of the year for a couple of different reasons. One, I wanted to choose a time of the year that historically you see a dip in volunteerism, time spent, donations raised. Like, after the holidays is a hard time for animal-related nonprofit organizations. It just is. I mean, and for understandable reasons, people they expend a lot of money and energy, and they're getting back to work, and they're still reeling from the holidays. And I very intentionally, part of it, I wanted to see what sort of, like, okay, what are the numbers going to be? And also I wanted to illuminate the fact that this is a time of the year when animal-related organizations really need help. And I know it's hard. You got to pick yourself up. I realize this, and I'm asking a lot of people. I understand that, but it is the time of year that your impact is really, really, really meaningful. Really, really meaningful. Like, if you can actually get up and go out and work when the time and the conditions for you personally are not the most favorable, that says a lot. Because a lot of times, I mean, you'll see, like, like springtime rolls around, the weather gets better, people have a little bit more money in the bank, and then you start to see things kind of, and that's understandable. Again, we're talking Maslow's hierarchy of needs type stuff. I'm not shaming, and I'm just talking about you know, this is the thing that sometimes, just the interesting, the data, what the data would suggest. But anyway, I'm getting kind of long-winded on that stuff. What I wanted to just express, though, is that I'm so proud of all of the individuals who did participate, and also I'm so proud of Jeff and Melanie and Emily, who they have been just dedicating themselves so strongly to really putting together a solid working foundation for the Pride Strong brand, because we're still going to keep on doing different things, and it's going to be more. There's going to be more types of different events that are going to be happening. It's going to move past just doing like the week longs. There's going to be guided events. I want to try to get out there and have kind of like specific, hey, I'm going to be here in this city at this time doing this thing. Let's all kind of go and help, and let's see if, and then we'll get the numbers crunched from those individual kind of things. So there's a bunch of different, and like, you know, making it an event, film it, edit it, so it's like you're gathering content and you're also impacting, and it's just like there's a lot of different things that I'm trying to kind of put together. This is what this last one, though, we got so much of the logistical structure built for the Pride Strong concept, and I'm really excited for that, and that would not have been possible without the work of Jeff and Melanie and Emily. So you guys are awesome, and I can't thank you enough. Can't thank you enough. I'm gonna go ahead and pause really quick so that we can get over to Yano. So we are going to magically teleport. Oh, sometimes these teleportations can be a little bit more rocky. Sometimes you go through patches of interdimensional turbulence. Hey, bud. Yano's like, where did you come from? You were over there, and then all of a sudden you went poof, and now you're over here. Magic. Magic. Look how regal and handsome this guy is. Look how regal and handsome. But again, I want to thank everyone who participated in this. And we are gonna, and it was important for me to try to see, okay, let's play around with this. Let's do different week longs at different times of the year. I want to see when is the best time for people and when's the best time for organizations. It's like you got to try to find a balance. And we're going to probably do another week long within the next, I think we're going to try to tentatively shoot for sometime in May. Don't hold me to that, but I'll probably announce that. And it'll be a little bit more copacetic towards people's schedules, towards people's budgets, more than likely. And yeah, if you weren't able to participate in the last one, then please consider participating in this one. The next one that's going to be coming up. That'd be groovy. Groovy. Pop pants. He's like, I don't wear pants. I'm a tiger. I don't wear pants. I am a tiger. Also, yes, I have been seeing the tiger on Walking Dead. Anytime there's a tiger on TV, did you see the tiger? I did. Yep. I did. That guy had a tiger or a lion or a thing that you do that stuff. And it's like, I saw it. No, I saw it. Yeah, we watch Walking Dead, and I don't know, the show is kind of jumping the shark a little bit. It's probably has a long time ago, but it's like, and I'm still in it and invested, and it's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to not watch it, even though like this show has become increasingly frustrating in the past few seasons. that it lost, I think, a lot of that really, that there's just kind of like the sense of seriousness or danger that was kind of present in those first couple of seasons. It kind of lost that, and now it's getting into just kind of like Silliesville. So, yeah, and again, it's like I'm going to keep on watching. Like Heidi and I, okay, this is another example of a show that did this, but I think even way more. Anyone watch True Blood? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like the first two, maybe arguably even like the first 3 seasons of True Blood were pretty neat, and they kind of, it's like there was like a really, it was an interesting vibe from the show, and of course it was like, vampire porn. I'm like, I read the stories. Yes, people, look, sex is the thing that happens in life, and you know, it sells, and yes, definitely, HBO definitely is like, let's have some really great stories, and also it's going to be borderline porn. Sure, whatever. But we still watched it. Like Heidi and me, we watched it like the first couple seasons, and this is we bought the DVD sets. And like, this is a pretty neat show. That's a pretty neat show. And then it just got stupid over the years. It just got stupid. She's like, don't you be talking about True Blood. And Selena's a big Anna Paquin fan. Just a really big Anna Paquin fan. You know, she's just like, Suki. She's an elf. She's an elven spirit. Or, no, fairy. She's part, no, never mind. Again, it's just like, it started off with the vampires, but then it's like, what other crazy, wacky monsters are we gonna add into this show? I think Supernatural did that a lot, too. Again, it started off with this really interesting vibe, and then it's just gonna be like, well, how crazy and how silly can we make it? It's difficult. Yeah, it's like you want to keep on upping the drama factor. You want to keep on upping the ante for things, but it's like you have to be able to find that right balance on a show to where it doesn't get to this point where now it just seems silly. It seems like, but it's still a bit. Look, I'm going to say, look, Walking Dead is still. I find it to be very entertaining, and like especially this season, Negan, fantastic. Like that, he is an amazing villain. I mean, yeah, he's a bad dude. He's a bad dude, but in a weird way, there's parts of him that are very redeeming, you know, where he does have like a certain kind of sense of like rules and whatnot. I mean, don't get me wrong, he rules with you know, brutality, totalitarian dictatorship, and it's like you wouldn't want that to run across that guy, but as a character, just as a character, like the written element, yeah, fascinating. Oh, you see, and like, and of course, there's a lot of people. He was holding Judith. He's a bit of a murderer, but he's good with babies. So that it's like I'm conflicted. There's a lot of ladies, and I saw that like on the internet, and they were just like, I'm a little bit conflicted right now because he was holding Judith. And, yeah, so, but yeah, he's just fantastically acted and fantastically written. Way better than that. It'd be like the governor. He's like, I'm the governor. It's like, you're not that threatening. But Negan, like, he does really seem just like a true, like, frightening, psychotic person. Then the garbage people. Ugh. Anyway, there's so many parts of it. Whereas before, it was just like, it made a lot of sense. I work with the guy. Oh, it's hilarious. Some of you remember him. Dave. A lot of, there's a few posts with him. Back in the day, he was like holding like the 3 lion cubs. And there was, he's married. But there was a lot of thirsty girls. So we're just like, who's Dave? Because, you know, he takes care of himself, works out and everything, and they're just like, oh my gosh, but I work with him. He hates Daryl. Hates him. Just can't stand him. And it's purely, like, a lot of it for very good reasons, like logistical reasons. And it's just like, he's got that dumb, you know, he's got the dumb crossbow that he walks around with, And it's like, okay, that's understandable if you're going to be walking through the woods and like use that like as an auxiliary weapon, but make sure that you always have like, you know, like a sidearm or like another actual gun, like a automatic rifle of some sort. Make sure. But no, and this was even like on display when they were fighting like this legion of walkers, and everyone else has full on like rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a full automatic rifles, and then Daryl's got his crossbow, and he's like, ping, okay, I gotta reload, and like everyone around him is like, brrrr, and there's like one shot, reload, yeah. It was just like, Daryl, this is kind of an emergency situation. He's like, I hate him for that. And also this like how he's sulky. He's like, oh, he's just so sulky. And he's like, I'm just a conflicted, torn individual. I'm a conflicted and torn individual, and I have, but that's of course like part of the allure, just like a lot of girls are just like, he's just, oh my gosh, he's his soul, his soul is hurting so much, and he's got angel wings. He's got angel wings on his leather jacket. And that's the other thing. Okay, you have a weapon that is intended, it's supposed to make you quiet and stealthy. You have your crossbow, your stealthy crossbow. But when, like, okay, I gotta go over there, and I gotta use my stealthy crossbow. Let me get on my loud-ass chopper. That's, so, like, again, I never, because I'm still a fan of Daryl. Me personally, I'm fine. I'm like, yeah, he's got some annoying qualities about his character, but I'm still like a fan of Daryl. Oh yeah, also, yeah, he did some dumb decisions and got people killed. Let's not, I'm not gonna try to spoil that, but yeah, if you haven't caught up, but it's like, yeah. He has that weird relationship with Beth, which is like, how old is she? What is she like? Is she like 16 or something? And yeah, again, all of those things aside, I still like Daryl. I have the same level of just like hatred over him as Dave does. Dave is just like, he actively roots for Daryl to die every Sunday, and then like maybe we'll work on Monday and we'll kind of give, and he's like, I'm like, how you doing? He's like, Daryl's not dead yet, so it sucks. It's like, why are you even watching at this point? But yeah, Walking Dead, still a fun show. It's still a fun, it's escapism. It's mindless escapism in a lot of ways and everything. And they still do a really fantastic job. I still find a lot of great redeeming qualities about the show. So maybe when I said like, oh, I'm gonna jump the shark a little bit, maybe I was being a little bit preemptive. Again, True Blood, whew, not like that. That was the thing about True Blood too, where it was just like, okay, this vampire, he's like 1,000 years old. Because like, again, you know, the whole thing is like the vampires, the older that they get, the stronger they become. This vampire's 1,000 years old. He's like super strong. And like the next season, like, oh yeah, you didn't remember that one guy who's like 1,000 years old? Well, this vampire, it's 2,000 years old. He's not double the strength. It's not double the strength. And I kid you not, like 3 seasons later, they had another like, okay, we thought that other vampire was like the oldest one in existence, but okay, wait a minute, guys, wait a minute. This new one, it's 3,000 years old. I know, right? I know. It's like, come on, guys. Come on. What are you doing? But we watched, me and Heidi, we watched until the very end. Oh, it's so silly. Game of Thrones, though, they're doing it right. They're doing it right. And they have a hard end, too. They said, like, we've got 2 more seasons, and then we're done. We are writing to the end. We are not writing to let this thing fizzle out and just like die in a crumpled heap on the ground, which is what so many other shows do. Anyway, I wasn't expecting to get into this conversation topic, but you know, I'm glad I did. I hope that you had a good time with this episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Again, thank you so much to those who participated in the Pride Strong week long. If you didn't participate or you weren't able to participate, or if you didn't even know about the Pride Strong week long, then maybe consider taking part in the next one. And, you know, we'll get those numbers up, and we'll help out more animals and animal-related organizations, and we'll have some really awesome impact. You can go to pridestrong.com for more information. Also, if you want to know more about this place, carerescuetexas.com for more information about that. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye-bye. Yeah, I know. Very nice. One more thing before I end the webcast. I have a Patreon account now. For those of you that don't know, Patreon is a service that allows people to directly support their favorite content creators. And it usually acts as a nice supplement to different things like advertising revenue and merchandise. A lot of times people they'll buy ad block software so that they don't have to see advertisements, but then they still want to support the content creators, and then Patreon is a way for them to be able to do that. Also, and I've talked about this before, and to reiterate for any new people, I don't get paid by the facility. I don't get paid by CARE. I'm still technically a volunteer, although, again, I do receive a bit of compensation, small, from advertisements, from merchandise, from different things like that. Bless you. I would like to eventually be able to do all of this content creation type stuff full-time, actually. And Patreon is a way in which to see that goal realized. If you want to be able to help support the content, help support the platform, help me buy new equipment and different things like that, then yeah, please consider contributing. I'm still trying to figure out how it all works, and there is going to be different things like exclusive content specifically for patrons, but that's going to be a little bit further on down the road when I kind of figure out how the whole service and system works. But yeah, that's an option. That's a thing that I opened up. So the link's going to be below. Again, all right. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you folks later. For reals this time. Okay. Bye-bye.